So, as you guys can read by the title, I got a job. Oh man, am I excited to go in depth into detail within this video explaining how I got the job, how I find out about this place, and what's really the biggest reason I got this. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to explain to you guys and telling you, man, I'm bored. I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of YouTube. I want to do something else outside of being on the farm all day because the truth is, I'm on the farm all day. I do my chores and then afterwards it's like I record a bunch of videos and then I got like 5-8 hours left that I can make a little bit extra cash. So last week, I decided to, hey, they're looking for people in the town up ahead. And maybe I could check out if there's something there for me. So I thought I'd go to a supermarket. Too busy for me. I'd go to a retail store. And I said, okay, this looks interesting. So I hit them up. I say, listen, I see you guys are looking for somebody. I am actually looking for a job on the side as well. I would like to make an appointment. So I get a response by saying, could you do this Friday afternoon? This was sent on a Wednesday. I said, yeah, I could do that. So I didn't get a response in 2 days, but I thought, okay, the appointment had been made because she said Friday afternoon, so I go Friday, and I said, I'm looking for this person, blah blah blah. I meet the woman. She's sick. She doesn't want to shake my hand because she's sick. She told me. I said, okay, cool. I introduced myself, and I said, I'm looking for a part-time job. I just moved a few months ago. I need a bit of extra cash, and I want to gain the experience. And I said specifically, I can only do part-time. I cannot do full-time because I'm going to open up a business next year. I'm going to have to study. I have stuff to do on the farm. I didn't tell them about my YouTube channel because I felt it was kind of irrelevant. It had nothing to add to the conversation. Then she said, we're actually looking for somebody that is younger and is a little bit more experienced, and also somebody who's going to run with us for a while. So I was already thinking, like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Why in God's name would you put up part-time / full-time? What is the goddamn point of putting that up if you are actually specifically looking for someone who can do full-time? And like I said, the reason I can't do full-time is because I can't. I have the farm. I have projects to do. I'm going to renovate my apartment this month. I'm going to have to do all this stuff. I can't do full-time because who's going to take care of the dogs, walk them? Who's going to take care of the horses, feed them, this and that? Those are my chores. I love doing them, don't get it wrong. So she said, email me back, and I have not emailed her, which is actually very rude. It's really rude of me. But it's also like she said specifically she's looking for someone on the spot that can do full time and is going to develop within the business. And I said, I'm only looking for something for a while. I'm not looking for something for full time. So I'm like, man, alright, fuck it. It is what it is. So I come back home. I told my mom, nah, it ain't gonna be it. Then she said, what about that pet store? I said, oh shit, you're right. Maybe they're looking for someone. So my mom found out they're looking for someone. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go Friday, jump in my car. I drive to the place and I said, hey, I got a question. I see you guys are looking for somebody to work, and I maybe have interest in the job. Could I speak to the manager? Let me see if the manager's there. Turns out the manager wasn't there. She was sick. So then he tells me, this and that. He said you can come over Monday or you can call. I said, okay, I'll call Monday. So Monday came, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna call him. I was a bit scared because I was like, damn, you know what I mean? But it's also like it's really awesome taking steps like that. At least in my opinion, I think it's pretty cool taking steps like that. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna call him. I said, hey, you speaking with Keegan here? I actually, nah, that's not how it went. I said, hey, this is Keegan here. I was at you guys Friday to ask for a job, and I went there and the manager wasn't there. So blah, blah, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this manager, right? I want to speak to her. So she speaks to me. I said, hey, I see you guys are looking for someone. You guys need somebody, and I, in this case, am also looking for a job on the side. So the conversation rolls a few minutes, and she says, I hate to ask, but is there a chance you could maybe come over just now? I said, yeah, of course, no problem. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's great. I hop on my car. I drive there. Arrive there like 12:07. I leave at 11:55. 12:07 I arrive. I walk inside. Big ass fucking pet place, like goddamn huge. And this is interesting because I've worked with animals prior, so it actually would only, and it does kind of only make sense that I go into the animal world again. I worked with seals 2 years ago. Awesome job. Experience with those seals. Creatures are so intelligent. They're wild animals, so they're not pets, by the way. So don't ever touch them or come near them, because when you touch them, the scent of a human can get it kicked out the family, a puppy at least. So I said, I'm looking for the manager. She said, no, actually, I walked in I'm like, man, I was like, man, what the fuck are these people at? I can't find a goddamn worker. The place is fucking massive, bro. I can't find the people. So I'm like, hey, I got a question. I'm looking for this person. Oh, you were the guy who came over Friday. I said, yes, that's correct, me. I just called them and she said I could come over if I had time. I said, okay. Have you been to the office yet? No, I have not tried. I'm not just gonna walk into a goddamn office right now. So anyways, I stumbled upon her, I greet her. We sit down, and I explain who I am. My name's Keegan. I just recently moved in Zeeland. I'm looking for a job on the side. I had a very great conversation. The moment I walked in, I felt very comfortable. I had a good feeling about the place. I've been in this place a few times shopping, for the horses and stuff. And I could already picture myself working there, as weird as it may sound. And obviously, because I've got experience, I've got a little bit of history with working with animals, I thought it would just only make sense if I further my experience and develop him as a person to work with animals again. This place sells hamsters, bunnies, fucking caviars, those type of animals. No pigeons. Fucking pigeons. I don't like pigeons. Stupid pigeons. You can sometimes hear them in my video because they got a nest up here. It's fucking annoying in the barn because my apartment is basically built against the barn. So, I had a great conversation. I said, I don't have experience working in retail. She said, okay, that's no problem. Hey, that's what you're here for, no problem. So that made me really happy and comfortable. I said, however, I have worked prior with seals in a crash. It was wonderful. So I've got a bit of experience with animals. I know how to treat them. I know how to be social. Then she gives me this eventually in the conversation. She asked me, so let's say, what days could you work? I said, Monday and Saturdays 10 to 3 would be perfect for me because, during the week I'm going to study, I'm going to, do this and that, I'm going to next year also have my own business. So she said, I understand. So I basically signed the contract. And I will be making €9.40 an hour. That's before tax. The minimum wage fucking sucks in the Netherlands. So if you're 15 years old, you'll make $3.70, which is not even $4. But like I said, it's not just to earn a little bit extra cash flow. It's also to further my experience. Because if I'm going to open up my business next year, I find personal development within work very important because it can teach me, if I work again, it can teach me the reality of what it's like working with people, what it's like working under pressure, how to deal with pressure, how to deal with certain situations that I would normally be like, oh man, I can't do it. It's all got to do eventually at the end of the day, my own personal development as a person. So then she said, we discussed the contract hours. I said a 13 to 24 hour contract a week would be ideal because, like I said, I live on a farm, etc. It stands here as well. There you go. But I'm actually thinking as well, I don't know when I start. I have to discuss it with her. I would like to start this upcoming Saturday or Monday, but I'm going to see. I would like to add another day because I feel like 2 days a week it just isn't enough. Not just only is it not high money, I feel like it's also, I could add a day or two extra. But I think I maybe want to do 3 days a week because due to the fact that, like I said, I've never worked in my life. I actually was not expecting to look at a place like this again, a place with animals, but I think it was just bound to happen, to be honest, and I think it's great. The people look really nice, and I did ask her, the biggest thing is, how's the working atmosphere, because in my previous job, the working atmosphere was not really nice. When I work, I want to feel safe as well, and she explained it all so well, and then I thought, yeah, maybe this is the place to start off. So your boy's going to be working from 10 to 3, 2 times a week, but I'm going to call her tomorrow and say, listen, I would like to add another day, if that's possible, obviously, and if not, understandable. Monday and Tuesday I would love to work. And maybe even we can say, fuck it, maybe we can add a Wednesday, but then it will go over my contract, so yeah. I'm excited, man. Your boy's got a job, and for those who have, snapped me or DM'd me saying, yo, bro, why don't you just invest in Forex? Because not everybody cares about that. Second of all, not everybody wants a lifestyle like that. I am doing this because I want to develop, because I want to open up my business next year, and I want to know what it's really like working under pressure, what it's like working with people. It's something that is very important, and the reality is, most people you see on social media, they can live off certain stuff for a short time until reality hits, and it's like, fuck, the money's running low. That's reality. So don't be fooled by all this shit you see on social media, people doing this and that. You'd be surprised how many people are actually broke. You'd be surprised how many of your favorite celebs or people you think are wealthy live a normal day or have a normal job, and there's nothing wrong with it. So, this is it, man. This is not the contract. This is the, minimum distance and that. I want to thank you guys all so much. And no, what I'm not going to be doing, I'm not going to mess around and screw up this time and record at work like I did at the seal place. Because I'm not trying to get fired. I'm trying to have a nice job and enjoy it. So, thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you later, man. By the way, what type of job do you do? Peace out.